The Church has begun its journey into Holy Week, the most sacred week of the liturgical year, to commemorate the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Every Palm Sunday in St. Peter's Square, Catholics gather to wave branches, a symbol of welcome and faith in the one who will lead them to salvation.
Holy Week brings us to the center of the liturgical year and really the center of our life. We live in a very embodied, dramatic way these key moments of our Lord's complete self-giving out of love for us. We do not only pray and reflect about it, but we actually go through the liturgical motions with Him and with the Christian people. So it is the most dramatic and important week of the Church's year and life.
Father Michael Baggett, a bioethics professor at the Pontifical Athenaeum Regina Apostolorum in Rome, will have the joy and blessing of celebrating this year's Holy Week liturgies with the Holy Father at the Vatican.
One of my favorite parts about concelebrating at the Holy Week Masses is having the chance to meet priests from around the world, hundreds of them. Many of them work here in the Vatican or teach at the different Roman universities, but others are here for the first time and they're so excited to bring their pilgrim groups here. And I love getting this perspective of how the universal church is working throughout the world. And even though there are so many different cultures and languages represented, there's a strong sense of unity, of a shared faith that we profess and that we're able to celebrate together, united in such a visible way around the successor of Peter.
Having now opened Holy Week at the Vatican with a commemoration of the Lord's entrance into Jerusalem and the Holy Mass in St. Peter's Square on Sunday, Pope Leo XIV will celebrate his first Easter Triduum liturgies as head of the Church later this week, from the 2nd to the 5th of April. On Holy Thursday, he will celebrate the Chrism Mass at St. Peter's Basilica in the morning, and then head to the Basilica of St. John Lateran in the evening to preside over the Mass of the Lord's Supper. On the evening of Good Friday, Pope Leo will celebrate the Passion of the Lord in St. Peter's, and then pray the Via Crucis, the Way of the Cross, with crowds of Catholic faithful at the Colosseum. This year, Anthony Duns, a student at the Pontifical Beta College in Rome, will serve at Leo's Passion of the Lord Memorial as a deacon.
Fortunate enough to be there for Pope Leo's first celebration on Good Friday. And it was something that will stick with me for the rest of my life, and it's something I can always reflect back on in my ministry going forward to my own priesthood. So.
Though Anthony has already served as a deacon for Pope Leo once before, he said the opportunity to be next to the Holy Father at a liturgy that highlights the essence of the Catholic faith is significant.
And as we move towards Easter, we follow Christ's life and his passion and death, and on Friday we celebrate, well, it's more of a remembrance of the pain and struggle he went through and ultimately his death on the cross, which we believe that he destroyed all our sin and everything that keeps us from God. He put on the cross and destroyed it. So we call it Good Friday, and in the sense that he's conquered the things for us that keep us from God, and we celebrate the fullness of that on Easter Sunday through the resurrection where he rose from the dead after 3 days. So it is quite significant in our faith, and to be part of the celebrations on Easter, on Good Friday.
The following day, Pope Leo will celebrate the Easter Vigil of the Resurrection of the Lord on Saturday evening at 9 p.m. inside St. Peter's Basilica. On Sunday morning, he will celebrate Easter Sunday Mass in the square with thousands of pilgrims and deliver his special Urbi et Orbi blessing from the central loggia of St. Peter's at noon.